the intro.
There we go. All right, everybody. Welcome to episode 9 of All Angles Boxing and Combat Sports. We've been waiting for this day to bring on this very special guest, Raul Rally Ral Lizaraga, San Diego native, now lives in Murrieta, California, boxing out of Temecula Boxing Academy. Now with the 10-0 record with 10 KOs. I don't think you've ever made it out of the third round, have you?
No, the farthest round I've ever been to is the fourth round.
Fourth round, huh?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, man. I mean, they keep putting them in front of you. You keep on knocking them down.
Thank you. You know, it's just tough, really hard training camps with my coach Jesse, and then Travis, and then Felix. Everybody busting me up, you know, just to give out good performances.
Well, I'll tell you what, you have not disappointed to this date, and I know your work. I know your work ethic. I know how hard you work. You know, we've talked many of times, but let's talk. Let's talk to the public. Everybody knows who Omar is on this. Everybody has been around for a while, so you know. Let's ask Omar here because I know Omar was following you pretty good through this last camp, right?
Yeah. Omar was the cameraman, the corner man.
That's right, man.
The coach. He was all of that.
I was working out. I was training as well.
Putting up the deuces.
Yeah, man.
I also noticed that Omar dropped got in shape and dropped a lot of weight during your camp.
Yeah, so, Omar's been around. Every time he comes around, he's always training.
Right. Dude, I go in there, I bring my camera, and then I'm working out as well. I get it all.
He gets some shots in and then a couple rounds in too.
Yeah.
Right on, man. Well, that's what an inspiration you are, man. Not only to the ones around you, to all the kids around you, and to everybody that knows you and is getting to know you. All we could do is keep on promoting you and keep on pushing you. And today I found out a couple of things that I didn't know about. And I, you know, I mean, it must have been on the DL, man, for a long time because, like I said, I thought you were shackled to the gym. And you just showed me a beautiful little girl sitting right next to you.
Yeah. Say hi. Mama, say hi. Oh, I'm shy now. You were just talking to someone earlier.
All right,
well, she's watching Coco Melon.
Oh, so you have 2 daughters, huh?
Yeah, I have 2 daughters. This is my oldest. She turns 2 next on Friday, and then my youngest turns she's only 3 months, but she turns 4 months in 2 weeks.
Wow, you have a freshly baked.
Yeah, July 9th.
Wow,
that's awesome. What are the names? Your daughter's names? Dude?
This one's Analia, so I always call her Analia Loco because she's the crazy one. And my second daughter, her name's Naomi Sol, but I always call her Solo.
Oh, well, congratulations, brother! Congratulations.
Thank you.
It beat me too,
dude. So now you've been around the California circuit quite a bit lately. You started off in TJ, of course. We went and visited you down there in TJ. You're knocking them out down there. You came over here right away and started knocking them out. I've seen you've been, you know, on Commerce Casino, Ed Holmes, All Stars. You also made it on Marv Nation, one time, I believe, and then this time was Red Promotions.
Yeah, Red Promotions.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, you sure are filling up the local stands, and hopefully one day soon we'll be able to have somebody. Either we will have an event or somebody will have an event to have you right here in our backyard. So I know
Yeah.
there's some people working on these things for us here. So
Yeah.
we'll hope for that'll happen. So you can start. Oh, is she talking? She want to talk?
Yeah, she's thirsty. She wants some water.
Oh,
All right, well, come on.
she can steal the show if she wants.
Come on.
Oh, that's good, mamas. so
One
so
more.
so tell me something. Are you still going with the same regiment that you've been going with? Have you changed things up? Are you working on new things in the gym prior to your new fights? Are you adjusting to according to your opponents?
We're always doing different trainings. Sometimes we're doing conditioning. Sometimes we're doing just nothing but the basics. Just that we got to take a step back before we want to go forward, just to work on this, sharpen this up. But this past camp, we've been sparring with a lot of southpaws, which is weird because this is my first fight where I'm fighting I think in California where I was fighting an orthodox. So this whole camp, we were just fighting nothing but southpaws or sparring nothing but southpaws, which is weird. But it actually helped a lot because a lot of these guys move around, move their head a lot. They're bopping and out. So that actually helped us a lot with this guy and this guy's style. So just adjusting slowly, and then just when you think you got it, that's when you execute the plan.
Right.
Yeah.
Happens so fast and happens so natural for you. We can see that.
Yeah.
I saw one shot almost in the beginning, man. It was almost like the first punch you threw and landed. It was like the dude was trying to run from that smoke after that.
Yeah.
This previous fight, dude. Yeah, I was looking back on the footage that I took, and dude, when you hit that guy and he went against the ropes, like he went flying against the ropes, and then I was right there in the corner, and Travis was like gonna jump up, and like the guys had to tell him to like sit down. They're like, "Hey, yo, chill out." But yeah, man, that dude just kept clinching though. No.
Yeah, he was good. He didn't want to fight because he really didn't have no pep on his punches. So I was just moving my head. My head movement was pretty good, and then once I clocked him with the best punch, that's when he was like, okay. He started running around and all that. So just cut the ring off, be patient with him, and then that's when I started breaking him down.
Yeah,
But once
exactly.
he started holding me, I realized he was tired because we were on the inside. He was huffing and puffing. So I'm like, okay. So I socked him in his mouth one time. He started bleeding. Then I punched him in his nose like this, and that's when he started really like, oh. I hit him with an uppercut, and that's when he started. That's when he started like, he was like, I don't think I want no more.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that in the
Man.
footage. Like I was rewatching that whole fight, and I seen the uppercuts land
Yeah,
beautifully. Exactly how you told me too. How you told me how you like to shoot him for like the tip of the nose.
from the tip of the nose up. Yeah,
exactly. I saw that.
You like to give him the old buzzer shot, huh?
Yeah.
Hell,
I learned that from a movie with I think it was Bruce Willis. For the guy keeps messing with him, he goes, "Touch me again, I'll kill you." And he touched him again, and then he did a thing where he palmed him in the nose like that, and he killed him. So I learned it from that, and I was like, okay. I was like, oh, that's a good shot to hit. A lot of people hit flat in the nose, but this actually hurts more.
Oh,
So
let me
that's
tell
why
you something. You know where Bruce Willis got that? So this is how old school I go back. Bruce Willis got that from Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee used to shove the palm to the tip of the nose and try to shove the nose bone through the brain. That was the idea.
Gosh.
And that's how us kids learned back in the day with that move. So you pop somebody up that way, man, the buzz on them is just ridiculous. They get a big buzz on it is what they do.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all over. So that's a good tactic. I like that.
Yeah.
We got
it works all the time. It works every time.
Yeah, man, it was beautiful, dude.
So real quick, we got to do a shout out to Paul Banky. Box fam, what's up?
What's up, Box fam?
What's up, Box fam? And then we have probably the biggest fan of yours, Raquel Santillan. That dude didn't want none of that smoke, she said.
Yeah.
Right on.
Oh, facts, man.
Yeah. So now that you've done the California, I mean, let's see, you've done what, 4 fights here in California, or five?
Yeah, four fights in California this year.
Yeah. Do you guys look at possibly heading out of state now, or wherever the cookie crumbles?
Well, what me and my team were thinking about, we're trying to do a fight soon, possibly in January. That there's no really date yet, and it's not for sure yet. But we're trying to fight in January here in Temecula.
Right on.
Yeah, here in Temecula, we're going to generate a large crowd from San Diego. My family's San
Oh,
Diego to LA to Orange County to Riverside, everywhere. So I think
That'd
it'll
be
be
awesome.
I think that'll be a good show. But it's not for sure
Yeah.
yet. But just know I'll be the main event.
well, you may not be the only event, man. Want to fit all those people in there? I mean, coming from San Diego and Temecula and Murrieta,
Yeah,
come on now, man. Yeah, you
yeah,
have 100 kids in your gym alone, and then
yeah.
there's almost 100 kids in our gym alone that follow
Hmm.
you and want to see you and to be in their backyard. So there's two, plus their family. They got to bring their parents, right? So you got to times that
Yeah,
times three, 200 times two, and then it just keeps moving. 'Cause then
yeah,
you got your friends outside of the gym too.
yeah,
But oh, that's going to be awesome, man. I hope it works out. If there's anything I could do to help out in that situation, please hit me up. Have Jesse hit me up on that because we're working on things as well, trying to get something an event here. You know, Temecula is a beautiful place to get it started, and
yeah,
why not start with you? You know what I'm saying? Why not
Yeah,
start
dude.
with you to bring in the San Diego, to bring in LA, Orange County, San Bernardino,
yeah.
Riverside, Indio, Palm Springs. I mean, we're right in the middle of everything.
We're in the
Yeah,
middle of Southern California. We're in the perfect spot right now.
Yeah, I mean, why,
definitely.
why not start with you, man? I would really be. It would be a blessing for it to start with you right here in your home, back in your backyard. You know,
Yeah.
so that's cool, man.
Definitely.
So since your win, I know you don't hardly take any time off. You probably take a day or two off, maybe. You know, now my thing is, you go back to training just like you're in camp, or do you just go back to like a normal training and keep in shape until you actually start an actual camp?
Usually what we do, we just, because probably took like a couple of days off. So, but once I came back to the gym, just to get the dust off, just shadow box, like the most basic training, shadow box, working on technique, hitting the bag, the mitts, all of that. Just trying to take care of your body, just trying to relax, trying to rest, don't overexert yourself. And then as soon as camp starts, you're already in shape. You don't have to get in shape, So just taking it easy step by step, and then once you have to be there, you'll be fine.
Right, and then again too, you say you stay within pretty close to your weight.
Hmm.
What is your? I mean, being that you're out of camp, you're not in a fight right now. What do you walk around at?
Always like 173 to 175.
So
Always.
about 15 pounds.
Yeah.
That's a reasonable drop. 10 pounds of water is real quick. It's always that last
Mhm.
five that kind of gets you. But
Yeah.
that's
It's always the hardest week is the week where you're cutting weight. That is the
that,
hardest week, and then the easiest day is when you're fighting.
yeah, because you feel like you've you got your vitamins back into you. You're
Mhm.
rehydrated. You feel powerful and strong. You get almost 24 hours to do that. So it's a lot different than the amateurs, that's for sure, where you have to weigh in that morning and fight that
Yeah.
same day. And then if in the amateurs, if you have a competition, you're supposed in California, CSAC, where they make you weigh in every morning. It's not just once, but every morning, and then you fight again in the afternoon. And boy,
Yeah.
if you're not fighting next to your walk around weight, man, you're in trouble.
Uh-huh.
So this is a lot better. Facebook user, hey, look at this. Coach Jesse Moreno says tickets on sale mid next month. Location will be concrete in 20 days. Well, let's pray for
Hmm.
that day, man. Right on, Jesse. Like I said, if there's anything we can do to help you out, I'm all there for you guys. Um, so what else you
Yeah.
got? What else is happening in your life, Raul, other than boxing, boxing, boxing? And
Just living, spending time with my kids, and just the gym. It's the never ending cycle. Just keep it going, keep it pushing.
right on, man. Well, I
Awesome.
love the way you keep in the gym. I love the way you push it. You have a family. That's your life, and that's a
Yep.
beautiful. It's a healthy
Dude, he's
life.
the hardest working dude I know, man. Being
Yeah.
like in those training camps with you, dude. Be like rolling with it, picking you up, taking you there, dude.
A
Hey,
lot of people
man,
don't know, dog. A lot of people don't know.
that's what I'm saying, dude. I've been there, and
Hmm.
like let's talk about some of the people that you've been in the gyms with. You were at Goosen's gym,
I was at Goosen's
Canelo's,
gym, Robert Garcia's gym. I was at
Canelo's.
Canelo's gym. I was putting in some serious work, bro. You were
Yeah,
there. While
man.
you were there watching it, bro.
I was
Yeah, I
there. I
know.
wasn't able to take any photos at Canelo's, but I was
Yeah.
able to be that corner
You were the
man.
corner man, dog.
Dude, and
Right
just seeing you
on.
work with those elite sparring partners, man, is pretty crazy. Seeing where you came from too, because I known you since you were like 16, 17.
16,
And
bro.
yeah, bro, seeing that whole process of you growing like that, and seeing you with these tough dude. I know you're ready for anything, dude. And I tell
Yeah,
you all the time, like, dude,
it's to a point, bro, where it's good to finally be able to be around these people and be like, I'm one of them.
yeah, that's
It's good to
awesome,
see
right?
it.
And it's cool to be
Wow.
like, hey, that's my homie right there. That's the homie that's sparring. I'm
Yeah,
in those
well,
camps with you, and like it's honor to be a part of that team, dude.
hell
Part of
yeah,
that,
bro. Hell yeah, dog.
That is a
definitely.
that is a major blessing. I'll tell you, being around. I've been around the boxing world off and on for many many years. And years ago, I got really involved. Yeah, but now that we're at this stage in my life and what we're doing, I really enjoy working with the commission. I really enjoy working with all the managers and the promoters and what have you. But it's a different feeling now because I get to go back into the locker rooms of a lot of the fighters. I get to corner a lot of fighters, especially coming out of Denver. A few here they'll call me up, they'll ask me to help corner or what have you, and just to be in there, the total the belongingness, and and you're in the right place is just such an amazing feeling, isn't it?
It's 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 just hard to explain. Like you're just like you're doing everything right. You're putting up a good fight against these tough people, and when they're starting to know your name and starting to know you by your style and how the way you are, and when they want you as a solid sparring partner, that's when it's just like, man, like there's no better feeling than that.
The,
Maybe world championship belt being put against you, but as of right now, there's no better feeling than that.
Yeah, that is
yeah, man.
awesome. And good for
And
you, man.
seeing like everybody come out for you and like support, like the whole gym is there,
Mm-hmm.
and like,
Mm-hmm.
dude, that's cool, man. It's such a cool feeling, and like
Yeah.
cool to see that. And then on top of that, like seeing you how calm you are, dude. Like in the background, like I'm chilling.
Yeah.
This is regular. Like not
Yeah.
no nerves at all. Cause
Mm-hmm.
I've been to I was at one of my friends' MMA fights, and like the energy back there was like very serious. I feel like you can't even joke around. You can't say anything. Like you don't want
Yeah.
him to lose his focus. But with you, like, dude, we could be talking about like a movie or something,
Mm-hmm.
and like your focus is still there, but you're not like,
Yeah.
it's not gonna mess you up during the fight.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
just, dude, that's what wins fights right there, man. Just being chill, being relaxed.
Well,
It's all mental. It's all mental, bro. The
Yeah,
hardest part's already done in the training camp. You know, you did all that hard work for.
exactly, dude.
well, you know what we call that? We call that seasoning. And
Yep.
as you season, and you're already seasoned in there 10 fights, man, you're already seasoning like that. You're all right where you belong. Because nothing's going to affect you. You are, like you said, everything happens in camp, and the second
Mm-hmm.
camp is over with, man. That's the easy part.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a big thing to say. And to most fighters out there, they understand that if they've been into those deep waters. You know what I'm saying? If they've been in those deep waters and they start to get their 10th, 12th, 11th, 15th fight or what have you, if they haven't found that seasoning yet, then there's something wrong.
Yep.
You know, they're either bouncing around from trainer to trainer, or they're trying to find something. They're trying to find the magic stick. And you know what? It's in the same place in the same time every day, and that you show up. That's where it's at. It just does not end.
Mm-hmm.
So that's very admirable that you are already seasoning like that. I know I've been back there with you. You are
Mm-hmm.
chill, man. I appreciate that. It's like this dude knows what he's doing. He knows how he's going to handle it. He got his game plan together. They worked hard for it already, and they're going to just execute. So That's a beautiful thing. Jelena saying, "What's up, brother? 100, 100, 100. Boom!" And he laid a boom on you. And then we got Jesse Moreno, coach. Jaime Munguia just requested for Raul sparring.
Mhm.
Whoa, that's a
Hey,
good
invite
one.
me for that. I want to be there.
All right, all right.
I'll
Now,
be
where's
there. I'll be there.
now? Let me ask you this. Jaime Munguia, how tall is he?
I don't know. I've never really sparred him before I met him, but I think he's 6 foot, I think, or 5'11".
Yeah, he's pretty tall for his age. So that's going to be good. That'll be some good work for you.
Yeah.
'Cause that'll be some good
Yeah.
work. And then, you get in that camp too. I mean, you've been in the Canelo camp. I mean, you've been in all the camps. I've been there with you in some of the camps.
Yeah.
So, I
Benavides.
mean,
Yeah.
it's you don't cut any corners. Your coach isn't
Mhm.
cutting any corners. Your team isn't cutting any corners. So it's you're right where you're supposed to be, and you're going to come right on. So Jerry Salinas says that Munguia is 6 foot.
6 foot. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
He's a big dude. He's a solid dude when he's not out of weight or out of when he's not fighting. When he's not in camp, he's a solid dude.
Now,
yeah,
does he train
Yeah.
out here in San Diego?
No, he's everywhere, bro. He trains in Tijuana and sometimes in San Diego, but mostly he his main training camps are in like Big Bear.
Oh,
wow,
okay.
Yeah, he always trains at Big Bear for the high altitude.
Have you been
yeah.
out there to train ever?
I've never been to Big Bear before. I don't even think I've seen the snow ever.
Dang.
Wow.
Would you be down to make that like a training camp up there, like for the altitude?
Hell yeah, bro. I heard altitude training is good for you because
Yeah, it's really good.
the training we do, yeah, that training is good, but the altitude is what makes you like have that wind, you know?
Yeah, that's when you really find out, huh? Like you have
Yeah,
that
that's when you
win.
find out, dude.
Yeah,
Having good altitude training in boxing, yeah, that's a plus. That's cheating damn near.
But
yeah,
you know what? Too, I tell you what, it's really difficult for boxers to come from skill training and that didn't have the altitude training to go to a higher altitude, say as a mile high or
Mhm.
or somewhere that's up or high. That's I mean, it cuts your wind in half.
Yeah,
So you got to train in high altitude if you're going to fight in those high altitudes or mid level altitudes as well. I moved from
yeah.
Denver in '89, and I came out here and I went on the beach and I thought I'd go for a little jog. I ended up going for a long run. I mean, it was like I could run forever. And I look back
dang.
now because I look at the beach and I go, maybe I'll walk. There ain't no running or jogging anymore. But
Ain't no,
it
no
was
more.
it was a big difference just coming from the mile high to come down here, and my wind was incredible down here. I felt
Hmm.
the difference. So yeah, that'd be cool. Palomar Mountain's just right here in our backyard. That's another one
Yeah.
you can go from. Let's see, Jerry Salinas, where are you from, Raul? Let you tell him.
I'm from Big San Diego,
Eh,
619. Grew up in North Park.
There,
bang
there
on
you
him,
go.
dude.
There you go, Jerry Salinas.
Hit him with that set.
We got Vince and Ashley Aguilar. Much love, Primo. So you're getting some
Yeah,
love,
that's my
my brother.
primo Chante.
Right on.
Yeah.
Make sure I'm not missing anybody. If I'm missing anybody, please forgive me because we got about 3 or 4 I got to look at YouTube, Facebook, and two Facebook, and then put up the one I'm looking at right now uh, with you on there. So let me ask you this: get to see any of the fights this weekend?
No, I didn't get to see any of the fights. I'm just trying to entertain my daughters most of the
Oh,
time.
that's
Yeah.
cool, man. That's cool.
But
Um,
I heard there was an upset. I heard JoJo Diaz lost.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. You call that an upset? Is
I don't know. I don't know. I never really seen JoJo Diaz fight. All I know is that he used to be IBF champion. I think that was at 130 or 126. It was.
Yeah. Well, he was a
Yeah.
champion. He was a champion. He's always been a solid workhorse. He's been around a long time. But Chon, man, I tell you what, that kid is Zapata is just something else, man. That he turns on that engine and that motor, and he just fires rapid fire all the way. I mean, he has 10, 12 rounds. It's like, where does this guy get this energy and this power to continue to throw those
It's the
shots?
training. It's the training.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
That repetition, huh?
even when
Hmm.
you see guys training hard, that's those levels. Those are those unspoken levels that you see
Mhm.
only in these rare events and rare occasions. And he
True.
just kept upping it up, and it kept upping it up. And Joe Diaz, man, didn't know what he was running into after that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Yeah,
that
That
yeah.
was
was in San
cool.
Diego too, huh? That was at the
Yeah, the
Pechanga
Pachanga
Arena.
Arena in San Diego.
Dude,
Right.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
I'd love to see you in there, man. That'd be awesome.
That if I ever get a fight there soon, that'll be a good homecoming crowd.
Oh
It'd be a
Yeah,
good
yeah,
homecoming
definitely.
crowd.
yeah,
It
you're gonna
would
get
be
there. You're definitely
Yeah.
gonna get there.
I'm
You
gonna
know,
have I'm gonna have my family from El Cajon, National City, Spring Valley, Golden Hills, City Heights, everywhere. North Park, South Park, Hillcrest, everywhere. They're all gonna come down.
dude, man. Like I said, you're gonna pack those houses, man.
Yeah.
I'll be there. I'll be there at those ones there. I came off of a 2 week back-to-back pro fights. Unfortunately for all of us, we didn't get them both wins, but we showed up and we banged. That's all we cared about. We walked out, went out on our shields when we had to, or made it all the way to the last final call, the last bell. But you
Mhm.
know how hard it is to travel and to take care of the fighters and to
Yeah.
just being there. So it's like these last couple of weeks, man, I have just been doing nothing. I've been
Yeah.
go up at the gym for a little while, make sure everybody's being trained, sure everybody's got their ducks in a row, and then I'm bouncing, man, because
Yeah.
it took a lot, man, just to travel and do all that. So, I know what you go through every time you go through a fight, and what your coaches go through as well. It's
Yeah.
a lot of work, and management too is not easy.
Yeah.
Management is very difficult.
The only job I have is this training, training and just taking care of myself. My coaches and my managers have the hard part. They're doing all the legwork.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yep.
a lot of people don't know. They think the training is the hardest part. No, the managers and the coaches get all the stress on them.
yeah,
You know what? I'm happy you said that because that's true. Nobody knows what goes on behind the fighter.
Hmm.
But I say this: your team is working just as hard as you are, so the whole
Hmm.
team is working in synchrony together. And so I that's what I see when I see you fighting. I see everybody has done their jobs, and everybody's
Hmm.
busted their butts to get you to where you needed to go. So that's why the beautiful thing about it is the team behind you is equal to you. They're not lagging, they're not slacking, they're not holding anything back, but they're up with you as hard
Hmm.
as you're working. They're trying to work just as hard. So
Yep.
kudos to the unsung heroes that do everything from behind the scenes, huh?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
that's cool. Now, Big Surge, we couldn't have him on today. He's traveling back from Arizona because he actually cornered for Jake Paul last night.
Hmm.
Uh,
And
Anderson Silva. Yeah,
what's that?
he's with Anderson Silva on his
Yeah.
corner.
Oh,
Hmm.
yeah. Jake Paul with Anderson Silva. Thank you
Yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
correcting me there. I'm
No, no, no
trying to
problem.
read at the same time. Now, that fight there ended up being a pretty fight. I was pretty
It wasn't bad,
impressed.
huh? Hey, man, I
37
said
years
this
old.
to some friends, and they're like, they don't like Jake Paul. No one likes that guy. But honestly, dude, he didn't look too bad. I don't want to
Hmm.
hate on him that much, but like for him only boxing for like 2 years or how many years? 3 years?
Yeah,
He
when you, well,
Jake?
I don't like how homeboy just came up out of nowhere. Started
Yeah,
talking, mouthing off to everybody and fighting
yeah.
on these big pay-per-view fights. But I respect homeboy's work ethic, and he
That's
has a
right.
following. So you know, money talk, BS walks. So
That's facts.
I can't get mad.
Yeah,
I
I
felt the
can't get
same.
mad.
In the beginning, I was a little frustrated, in the beginning.
Hmm.
But now, you got to look at the guy. He is backing up exactly what he said he'd do, and he's
yeah.
doing it. So you're right. You got to give credit where credit is due.
Yeah,
And Anderson
and,
Silva, I don't care how old he is, he ain't no joke.
yeah. Hey, Anderson Silva ain't no punk, so people can say whatever they want, but it's all right. They're not the one fighting, they're taking home the money. So.
That's right. That's right. He got
Well,
dropped, dude.
it
Hmm.
was a good fight. It was a good fight.
Yeah,
Yeah, he got dropped and got back up. That
yeah,
was a
Hmm.
beautiful thing because mostly everybody that got knocked out by Jake Paul has been knocked out. And,
Yeah.
he got
he
back up.
has that overhand. That's like all he has, right? That's like his main punch. Like he was trying to land that whole time.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
overhand and then like dip under.
Because
But
he doesn't really have a lot of what's it called? He doesn't have a lot of technique
like
with his punches
yeah,
because when he started off just banging and slanging. It's different when you're training. Yeah, you can do all this technique stuff, being all fast and fancy. But when you're in actual fight, you're over here like, oh, this ain't gonna work. So you got to switch it up a bit.
Exactly,
And that was,
yeah.
I think he's starting to get more seasoned with that.
Now, is he crazy for calling out Canelo?
Yeah, he's crazy because he's crazy, but I don't think Canelo's gonna do it because Canelo has too much pride, and he's not gonna give the what's it called, the time of day to even talk about Jake Paul. But Jake Paul wants that money fight just like everybody else does. If Canelo hit me, I'll be like, hey, for undisputed match, I'll be like, all right, I don't mind.
Your stock can
everybody wants that fight.
Go up. Yeah, your stock can only go up. So check this out. We got Jerry Salinas here. A great coach takes the pressure off of a fighter because they want to elevate you. Sounds like you got the right pieces to help you be successful, Raul. And they get
I got a good team behind me. My people are good.
Yeah, they are.
They take care of me.
Yeah, and they've done it for a long time, man. These guys have been at it for a long time. Another one from Jerry Salinas. He says, WBC Mauricio Suleiman, he respects that Jake Paul is doing what he's doing, and if you don't agree, you are a hater coming from the WBC president. Well, it took a while for us to agree, Jerry, but you're right. He did make a believer. He is making a lot of us hardcore people, fans, and people in, he's backing it up because he's doing what he said he'd do. Now, if he went back up there and he shot his wad and he was gone, guess what? We would just be saying, oh, you see what happened? But he's actually backing it up. So we agree with you there, Jerry. And then Vincent Ashley Aguilar, do you think his boxing is legit?
I don't know. I mean, he's fighting MMA fighters. I still want to see him fight Tommy Fury. That'd be a good fight. Tommy Fury would be good. Because Tommy Fury, because of a fighting family, he grew up fighting. So if he beats Tommy Fury, or I don't know, if just him fighting Tommy Fury, that takes some nuts on him. He has some cojones on him.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that is true.
It's what he said last night. He was like, "Oh, everyone's saying fight a real boxer," but he's like, "I tried." I mean, it's facts. So he did try.
That's true.
He called him out.
But it wasn't Tommy Fury's fault. Whatever happened to the visa, I don't know what happened, but Jake Paul does a lot of stuff behind the scenes that are like kind of like, why would I take that fight? So I don't know the full story to it, but I still want to see that fight. That would be a good fight.
Yeah. But then again, it's only his sixth fight, and I mean, a lot of these big boxers, like their 6 fights they're a bunch of tomato cans too, right? They're not even like big names like these guys are.
That's why a lot of people don't understand. They're like, oh, he's fighting this. Hey, these fools actually have a good name when it comes to combat sports. I mean, it don't matter. It don't matter if he's an MMA fighter because he still has a name to him. Tyron Woodley wasn't no chump. You see the first fight, that was a good fight. That was a really good fight. But the second fight, he got knocked out. So that's because he made the right adjustments. So that's why you can't talk down on Jake Paul because he has the money, he has this and that. Yeah, he mouths off, but at the end of the day, there's so many other fighters behind the scenes doing the same thing. They're doing the same thing.
That's facts.
Yeah, well, you know what too? It's almost true to the point to where all you guys have to do that now too. You kind of got to do that to bump up your career, especially when you're starting out. So I know a couple of fighters, man. They're just really laid back. They don't believe in even talking smack, and now they're over there practicing in the mirror how to talk smack because they don't even say nothing. You know what I mean? And they're like, I got to do it. I got to do it in order to get my career higher. And it's not, and they're totally out of their element. So I think it's pretty funny right there. But check this out. We got Jerry Salinas said, but with that being said, I would like to see him fight a true boxer, one with 5 to 10 fights. I think it's coming. Jerry. What do you think, Raul?
At the end of the day, Jake Paul can't keep avoiding these fighters. He can't keep avoiding these claims. He's been backing up his words, but he has to really fall through when it comes to an actual true opponent. And I thought Anderson Silva was going to give him a better fight because he beat Chavez Jr.
Yeah,
he beat Chavez Jr. I'm like, so I don't know, but he has to be. He really does have to fight a true fighter. A true boxer. Tommy Fury has to fight Tommy Fury or whoever. Because what do they fight at cruiserweight?
Yeah.
No, they're
Yeah,
fighting cruiserweight. I thought they were fighting at heavyweight.
no, I don't think so. I don't think so because I think Jake Paul. No, Jake Paul weighed 186.1. What is that? Is that cruiserweight?
No, I thought anything over 180 pounds. Yeah, it might be cruiserweight, right above light heavy.
Yeah. So he just needs to fight. He just needs to fight a fighter that's good. Like he could fight
Yeah.
Badu Jack, or he could fight anybody at 175. But I
Yeah.
don't think he will because it's too much of a risk. But at the end of the day, he's making the money, so
Yeah.
it's up to him.
So Coach
So,
Jesse also threw up down here. Says Ray Rodas Red Promotions in the house. He's promoting Raul's next fight. Right on,
yeah.
Ray.
I
Get
got a lot
down,
of
man.
love. I got a lot of love for Red Promotion. They threw on a spectacular event. That venue was awesome last Saturday. It was
Right
packed. It
on.
was awesome.
Right on. Well, it's pretty awesome, man. I work with Ray Santiago, and we're doing more with Ray Santiago. That's another pro promoter with Ray Rodas. So right on, Ray. Good for that. It says here, Jerry Salina is light heavyweight, cruiserweight for Fury. Last night, Paul Silva was a cruiserweight match. So thanks for cleaning that up for us, Jerry. Appreciate that. Vince and Ashley Aguilar, beat a boxer is what I think. Well, yeah. So that's what you're saying. Beat a boxer. The local promoters, I mean, they're really gotten busy, especially after this COVID, man. I think the COVID had shut everybody down, but I'll tell you what, they sure come out swinging, these promoters. Proud of them all the way, And one of them that I see really coming up and heavy and hard is Ray Rodas. So he's going to start moving into bigger venues, I'm pretty sure, here soon. Thompson's always been a staple in the community, in the California community, and then so has what is it? The one that you're fighting over at Commerce Casino,
And
Ed
Holmes All Star.
Ed Holmes All Star, man. What a stable, you know what I mean? And then you got Eddie Rodriguez as the
The
main matchmaker
matchmaker.
on a lot of these cards, and he matchmade a lot of those fights last night in Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'll tell you what, we're proud of you, Eddie. We're proud of you, man. Way to get out there. I also seen Roberto Diaz with Golden Boy, all suited up, representing Golden Boy real well. He's a good man. We always like working with him, But I tell you, it's amazing for you to be amongst these elites now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you're little, all you could do is watch them on TV, right? And maybe go to the
Yeah.
fight. And now look at you, man. You're sitting in the locker rooms, man, when you got them right next to you getting ready, warmed up. You got them on the other side getting ready, warmed up. You're climbing in the ring in front of them or after them. Now after them because you're becoming the main event. So, I mean, it's just that's got to be a major dream come true for you.
Yeah. Not too long ago, I was a little chubby kid, 6-year-old chubby kid that didn't really think I could really box professionally or keep it as a hobby. But then now look where I'm at. I'm fighting as the main event in these. I think one of my coolest fights was when I was up in the ring. It was the one in July when I was fighting for my first belt. I looked behind me. And it was Anton Fuqua telling me, "Yeah, get him, get." I was like, "Oh hell yeah!" Anton Fuqua was going for me. I was like, "Hell yeah!"
Yeah. Now, was it not the one that played Ali?
No, Antoine Fuqua. He directed Training Day, Shooter,
right. Yeah.
The Equalizer. Yeah, Anton Fuqua is good. He's a good director. He directs some good movies.
Wow,
he's doing a new one, I think.
Yeah, Brooklyn's Finest.
Yeah, wow, that's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, he directed a lot of good movies.
Yeah, so Eddie just kind of corrected me. He corrected me that. Can you put that up there again, Omar?
Yeah,
you put it up there. He did Cache Creek or something like that last night. So yeah, okay, 35 miles west of Sacramento, so he was near home. But anyway, Eddie, we're props, man. You're always doing a good job out there. You're busy. You're in the mix. You're, at ringside at most of your events that you match make for. So good work, man. And then here says, Raul, did you box in the amateur ranks? Oh, yeah, he did. You want to
Yeah,
fill them in on that?
I fought in the amateurs, but I didn't really have a lot of fights. I had one or two national fights. I was ranked number 3 and number 1 in 2019, but I don't really care for the amateurs. I don't think my amateur career is nothing to really brag about. But I was a little fat kid, 178 little fat kid. But
Yeah.
yeah, I grew out of it. I'm just glad I don't have to do same day weigh-ins no more.
That's
I
good.
don't miss the amateurs anymore.
Yeah, yeah. It's a whole different world, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's weird when you have a full training camp with nothing but professionals and all. It's so much different than when you were an amateur. It's a different feeling. It's a different I don't know. It's just different. Like I can't really explain it. It's just you feel different when you feel different. You walk different. You feel proud all the time. You know.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, even as a coach, to go to the amateurs and then go to the pros, major level up, man. It's a big graduation, man. It's a hard work is what got you there. So to be proud to be
Yeah.
there, you've earned that and you deserve it. So does your coaches, and
Yeah.
I see them do both,
Yeah.
and I just love to see, everybody working together, man, and just pushing their fighters forward, man, especially pushing you forward, man, because you brought us a lot
Yeah.
of entertainment, and I
Yeah.
keep on bringing us the entertainment. You're a young man, and you're going to be in this boxing world for a long time. And we all believe it. We all know it. I've known it since I met you.
Yeah.
Even when you're an amateur, man. I just always dug you and your brother. You know what I mean? I says, man, those boys are something else. Especially when I saw you fight. I just knew that if you stuck with it, this is exactly what would happen for you. So
Yeah.
yeah, kudos to you and your team, your coaches, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.
So your family too, because family has everything to do with it as well. Without that support, man, it's a that's a road to travel. You know.
Especially when you have kids now, huh? It's like now you're like, oh,
Dog,
I
it's
gotta fight for
crazy, bro.
something.
It's crazy, dude. A lot of people see, as kids as a burden or something. Like, oh, that's too bad. Like, no, man. As soon as my first daughter was born, and then my second daughter it's a little instinct that comes out, pops out of your head. You're just like, oh, I got to keep it pushing. I got to keep doing
Uh,
what I got to do.
exactly. Like, I
Yeah,
gotta get it,
yeah, dude.
and that's awesome.
And then you during those hard times where you're like, oh, I'm tired. Oh, is this even worth it? You come home, you see your kids' faces and how excited they are to see. Everything. It just makes it way better.
Right.
Yeah,
The timing was perfect then, because now
yeah.
you're like you're on your
It
way up.
was literally perfect. Literally perfect. My
Yeah,
first daughter was born a couple months before my pro debut, so it was perfect, bro.
that's
Perfect
awesome,
timing.
man.
Well, you know what? A lot to be said to that is also your life. Now, if you were truly about self, and you were, the lifestyle of living, going out and living the life and being, you're, not being grounded. You see how these boxers that are so talented come up, and then they start that struggle because, they allow the fame and whatever get to them, and they want to jump in that party life. One thing to say about Floyd Mayweather, man, he may have been, they say you may have seen him in a club or whatever, but the second that club was done at 3 a.m., him and his whole team had to meet him at the gym, and then
Mm-hmm.
Kobe, I think it was Kobe Bryant too. If we're gonna go out tonight, you're gonna come and train with me in the morning, and he'd wake everybody up at
Hmm.
5 a.m. whether they got home at 2 or 3 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
having a family and living this amazing clean lifestyle and being a true boxer, that actually, because like you said, when you're tired, it drives you. When you're tired, you
Yeah.
see them little smiles on their faces, and they're looking at
Yeah.
you, and they don't even know you're a boxer, but
No,
you're
they don't even know. They just
but
know
you're
I'm
their
gone for 3 hours, 4 hours.
yeah, but you're already their hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that
Yeah.
something?
Yeah,
What a
my daughter at daycare, they were telling me that she likes to stand up in front of all the other little kids and throw punches. Throw in the shadow box punches. I was like, oh, that's my daughter. That's my daughter.
Yo, I saw your discipline when you went to go eat tacos after the media workout, and you didn't
Oh,
get
that was
anything.
terrible, bro. That was
That's how I
terrible.
knew. I was like, oh, this guy's built different right here.
It was terrible, bro. The
I
week
was like,
I'm cutting weight that week, I just got done working out. I feel tired. I want to take a nap. I'm sitting
yeah.
down with these guys eating tacos and drinking.
Uh,
They're drinking Fanta in front of me. Oh, come on, bro.
God,
I,
man.
I was like, you don't want nothing? He's like, nope. I'm like, dude, I would have folded, dude.
I had to pop, I popped some gum and I had to just chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's better to have the 1 calorie gum than it is to have that 100 calorie taco. You know,
Especially on the week you're fighting.
oh
When they say oh, I'll just burn it off later or oh I'll just do this later. Nah, man. Like when you get to that point, you're like, why did I do that? Why did I do that?
yeah,
Oh, I
yeah,
ate four
because
tacos, bro. I had two.
because later Omar ate 10 tacos.
That's like two. He
I
ate
had
two
two,
tacos.
and I worked out after that too.
He worked, and not just that. Not after he worked out, he also got filming too.
Yeah,
Right on.
got some footage and everything.
Oh man, well, we
Oh.
Omar's been with us when we've hit them taco stands after some good
Oh,
sparring. How Omar?
yeah, I took you to a taco spot out there in Riverside.
Mm.
Huh?
That's right.
Mhm.
It's always,
That-
I'm always
That's
looking forward to that meal.
right.
Mhm.
Yeah, go. But I boxed when I was younger. Played a lot of football, so you cut different types of cut when you're doing football, different type of cut.
Mhm.
We cut all wrong back in the day for boxing. It was just totally wrong, backwards. I mean, it's no wonder you didn't. You know what I mean? And then I did bodybuilding for 20 years, and so I was constantly cutting maybe 3 or 4 times a year, uh, and it's brutal. I mean, the cutting. If you're not careful with it, that nutrition isn't correct. It'll really affect you later on in your life. You
Mhm.
know, so, I mean, it's that old school way of cutting is a no bueno. That is no bueno. Get a real nutritionist, somebody that can help you actually eat as you drop that weight, and
Mhm.
also mineral you up constantly because those organs need those minerals, man, and those vitamins. They dry up really quick on you. But like years ago when we were cutting, it was 2 weeks that killed us. Now, if you cut right, it's just the last couple, like 3 to 4 days, feeling to come on. And the day is the last day. You eat a
Mhm.
taco within those 3 or 4 days, you're paying for it on that scale.
Yep.
And
Yep.
mental, it ruins you mentally. Just that one taco. So kudos to you to be able to handle that. But I wouldn't hang around those guys.
What? I was gonna chill in the car and they're just like, "Well, come outside." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm cutting weight, and my body starts doing that thing where it's hot, and I'm like, oh, I want to take a nap now."
Yeah.
And I still went to the gym and cut some more weight afterwards.
Yeah, well,
Mhm.
that's a good discipline, man. But they
Mhm.
put you through that test, man. Those are your true friends, huh?
Yeah. It wasn't that bad. If it was kind of silent prize though, I would have been like, oh, I would have been drooling out the mouth and all that.
Oh
Believe
man.
me, I didn't want to do it, man. I was forced.
It's
Jesse
all
had me by
good.
the he had me
It's
by the
all
neck.
good. It's all good, bro. It's all good. I
Oh,
can eat
so
now, homie.
good for
Hell
you. So
yeah.
check this out. Cal Santillan, Rolito has a formula, the formula right. Work ethic, training, sticking to his nutrition plan. So she gave you kudos for
Mhm.
that right there. Thanks, Mom.
Mhm.
Yep. So, you know, I know there was a couple other fights last night. I believe. What were the
Loma.
other fights last night? We had Lomachenko.
Loma fought.
Lomachenko fought a guy that was literally a sparring partner not even a year ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And you know what, man? That kid showed up and he actually boxed.
He
Mhm.
looked nice.
You know,
You look
yeah,
good.
he's real good, man. But Loma ended up beating him. Um, and but the kid, I'll tell you what, he's 22. I
I
think
think
he's
he's
20,
22 or 23.
22 or 23 years old,
Yeah.
man. I'm gonna tell you what, to give Loma a fight like that, watch out for this guy. He's coming.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely. What was his name? Ortiz, right?
Yeah, Jermaine Ortiz, I think.
yeah, Jermaine Ortiz.
Yeah, that kid's good. That fool's good.
Yeah, he is,
Yeah.
man. He's very. I enjoyed watching that. I was like, wow, because I'll tell you what, Loma takes him 5, 6 rounds before he starts to warm up. That's only
Mm-hmm.
because those Europeans are 10 years older than what they really say they are here in the United States. But, those old men got to warm up a lot longer. But he still ended up getting warmed up. And once he got warmed up, he turned it up to that second level and he was able to start out boxing Jermaine. And it was a really good fight. I enjoyed it. But congratulations to how old is Loma now? 37?
No, he's like 34, 35, I think.
Somewhere? Yeah.
Yeah.
But you got to give it to him to be in there with that little 20-year-olds, man. Still to be
Mm-hmm.
able to throw down like that.
Yeah,
That was his
Loma's
first.
good.
That was
Yeah.
that guy's first loss, huh? He put the first loss
Yeah,
on
I
his
think
record.
he's 16-0 with like 8 knockouts.
Yeah,
But yeah. Well, you know what? At the end of the day, it's not like he lost to a guy, that was a C level, D level fighter. He fought Loma, so
yeah, exactly.
you can't really chip off that. It's not. Yeah,
That's a
he's
good
going up.
test.
He's risking his neck out, and he put up a good
Exactly,
fight
exactly.
too.
And now he knows where he's at. Like he's like, dude, I
Mm-hmm.
went like all the whole what was that 12 rounds, 10 rounds?
12 rounds,
10,
yeah.
12
12
rounds,
rounds.
10 more.
dude. Now he knows where he's at. Now he knows like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, dude, he has what
First
it
time.
takes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's his first time. But, you're right about that, to be able to come up at that young of an age. Oh, look, there it is. Good job, Jermaine Ortiz. I think that one loss is the one that was last night, or did they already update that? I
yeah.
can't believe they
That
updated it
was
that fast. That's the Loma loss, huh?
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Wow. This kid's something else. That stock sure did go up for him last night. I mean, I'm
yeah,
telling you,
yeah.
everybody's going to either
And then
want to
Devin,
go away.
you see Devin Haney
Mm-hmm.
walk in the ring after that, and
I
then
got. I
called
give
him out.
respect to Devin Haney though. He'll fight anybody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he'll
Fight
travel
anybody.
anywhere too to do it.
I give that full props.
Wow, man. Go across the pond, beat the champ, and then go back and do it again
Mm-hmm.
and keep his promise and not wiggle out of that contract. You know what I mean? I'm proud of him. He's again an amazing boxer for sure.
Yep.
and who else fought that Richard, or is it the heavyweight
Richard
guy?
Torres. Richard
Richard
Torres,
Torres,
man.
yeah,
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. We seen him over at Raul's, not the last fight, but
yeah,
the one prior to.
He was
And then
actually
yeah. I saw him.
he was at the one in April too. He was at the one in July and April at Commerce.
yeah. He's a good kid, man. He's only 6 foot, right? 6'1", heavyweight.
Uh,
I'm not sure, but that fool could pack a punch. Oh, he's strong.
He's knocking everybody out, man. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just a little bit. Well, he's about 3 inches taller than what Mike Tyson was.
Mm-hmm.
But he's built like a Mexicano Mike Tyson, that's for sure, and
Mm-hmm.
he's hit you like that too.
He has
yeah,
the hair. He has the hair and all like Samson.
Yeah. That's true. And he's, what, very respectable, very delightful to talk to and be around with. He's open to the public. He's a people's person. So I really enjoy. I'm going to enjoy watching him in his heavyweight career.
did
Mm-hmm.
you have a
Be
chance to
amazing.
talk to him that day?
No, I didn't get to talk to him because I was too busy warming up and all that, and then being around my peoples. But yeah, that fool, he was around. He was wandering around.
I saw him. I passed by him when I was on the ringside, like taking video. I saw him on the. I didn't get to say what's
Yeah,
up either,
yeah,
but
yeah.
he fought, and then who else fought? That Nico Ali
Oh
Walsh.
yeah, Muhammad Ali's grandson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm,
He looks pretty good too. Huh?
yeah.
Yeah. That
So
dude
Jerry
fought.
Salinas, she wants to give a shout out to all the women, uh, too, especially Katie Taylor. She fights her hardest all. The women have been holding it down. You're absolutely right. The women are coming up, in this sport here. So of course, we're not going to ever ignore them. We'll always uplift them as well. I mean, because they come in and they bang just as hard as guys. Sometimes they bang even harder. They're a different breed, that's for sure. And they don't stop. They keep on fighting. Robicie Ramirez is a beast. Good call. Yes, he is. Um, but yeah, as far as the women are concerned, man, I'll tell you
H2O.
what, we got Tijuana coming up in Librado Andrade. He's got programs that are coming up with that are pushing the female fighters, and they're the connection here to the U.S. as well. So shout out to Librado Andrade, good guy. Spent some time with him at a couple of the fights, and we talk every once in a while as well. Let's see, who's that 18-year-old dude that boxed from Long Beach? So somebody
The
boxed from Long Beach.
the
You
H
talking
two
about the
O guy, right?
H2O? Yeah, the
Yeah,
H2O
like
kid.
yeah. He fought on one of your cards, right? Or he headlined
Yeah, he fought on that. He fought on that. We
when
fought
you
the
fought
same
in Long
day,
Beach.
May 21st in Long Beach.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I remember that.
yeah.
He
That fool's
signed
really,
to
that dude's
Jake.
good. He's really technical.
Yeah,
I was
he
wondering why
came
they called
out.
him H2O, but then that fool was all like all over the place. I'm like, oh, okay, that's why. That's why.
Yeah, he came out dressed like a minion. Did you see that? Like,
Yeah, he came out just like a regular guy. I was, what the hell?
all
Yeah,
right,
that
the
fool he
Halloween
fought.
spirit.
That was the one dude. Ryan Garcia fought the fame. He pushed him. He pushed him at the face off when they're weighing in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah,
Huh. Yeah, boy, you got a good memory. I got to go back and remember all those weigh-ins too.
yeah. I have pretty good memory, Dave. Once I lose it, that's when you guys can start being concerned.
Well, you know what? Wait till you pass your 50s, bro, and going into your 60s. You know, sometimes I
Uh,
have to wait for people to say my name to remember it. Oh, he's gonna
yeah,
say my name. Hold on here. Hold on. He's gonna say my name. Hold on. You know, it's a big joke we got going around the gym right now, man. Because you do reach a certain age, and I'll tell you, either we're overloaded or there's just not enough up there to hold on to all that knowledge or a little bit of knowledge that's up there anymore. But or
yeah,
sometimes maybe someone has got punched too much, and that's always a
yeah,
factor.
yeah,
Yeah, and being on the receiving end of most punches, that would be me. That would be me. you know. Yeah. So what's
yeah,
happening right now, man? So hopefully Jesse says, after the first of the year, hopefully you guys will be having that here with Red
yeah,
Oceans, man.
yeah.
That's cool. That is so cool, man. Now let me ask you this: you have your corner. Jesse's your head coach. You got Travis. I know he's a good trainer. You also have you also have um, in there Felix. Who's your cut man? Who handles the cuts? Is that Coach Jesse?
Travis is the cut man. He's
Oh,
just
right
he's
on.
a Yeah, so Jesse's the chief first, Travis is the chief second, but also the cut man too, and then Felix is the water guy. He's the guy, putting ice on my back. He's giving when nobody else has anything to say. Felix is the one that's giving advice because Felix was there. He was actually a fighter. He was actually in there, so he knows what to do and all that. So when it comes so like if my corner was a boxer, Felix would be the technician. Travis would be like the power punches. Jesse be the one instructing, so he'd be the inside out man.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good combination, man. That is
Mhm.
cool. That's I've been in all the positions except for cut man because that's probably something I'll probably end up learning anyway. But to be the chief in there is pretty cool. To be the second to the chief is also cool. The third man, they've got to get that stool up there so damn fast, and
Yep.
you know up
Yep.
on the edge of the ring, and then put the water bag on everybody. That's a hard job, believe it or not.
It's
It's
intense.
easier to
Very intense.
it's very tense because you only got a minute to do it. You know what I mean? It's
Mhm.
like in and out, and then if you're cut or if you have you're swelling or what have you, there you got to do all that in a quick matter of time. So your teamwork, the teamwork that your guys put on is phenomenal because you don't notice them. It
Yeah.
happens so fast, and they're so good at what they're doing. You know what I mean? It's like they're good, man. You can see that they're good. So that's cool, man. I really love seeing the whole team go to work for you right there.
Yeah.
But they got it easy with this guy. This guy hasn't got cut or anything. He
Yeah.
walks out of there fresh.
I have to. The head movement has to be
Uh,
on point, bro. The head movement has to be
it
on
is,
point.
man.
Your
It
head
is,
movement is
bro.
always on point, man. That head moves fast, dude. You
Hmm.
you move quick, man. It's we try to move around a little bit like that, and it's when I was younger too, try to move that head, and it's hard because you got to focus while you move. You know,
I think it's kind of also a natural thing too. At the same time, like there's just some fighters you can't teach them how to move for nothing, and there's just some fighters who just naturally just ooh 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 ooh. You know,
yeah.
I don't know. There's times where I've seen fighters that are like a brick. They're doing their impression of a brick wall the whole time, and then next thing you know, they fight again. They're like looking like one of those inflatable things that car washes that are all over the place. Yeah.
That's because they got hit.
Yeah, yeah. Getting hit, it's different when when you're sparring with all the headgear and all. When you get hit, skin on glove, you're like, oh, that don't feel good. I gotta move my head more.
Well, especially those 8 and 10 ounce gloves, man. Those 8 and 10 ounce gloves without headgear, man. That's brutal.
Yeah, so
That hurts.
and you got to learn when to clench down in the exact second. Well,
Yeah.
you got to learn to clench down so you can get this. Marvin Hagley used to have a technique where he would have the whole time he would just breathe out of his nose because you get more oxygen to the body and it makes you feel more relaxed when you're in there fighting. So you didn't get more like your adrenaline will kick in. But not just that, when he clenches in, this right here clenches. So it's like it would be like an extra headgear on him. So he wouldn't
Dude,
want to feel the punches.
dude, I've seen a lot of boxers with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can
Yeah.
see that muscle right there along both sides of
Mhm.
the chrome, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of them, they like to chew on the sugar cane. I just chew Hubba Bubba. It's just as good.
That's cool. Hubba Bubba, that's still around, huh? Hubba
Yeah.
Bubba? That's
Yeah.
cool. So Jerry Salinas says, Raul, what are your short-term goals, intermediate goals, and your long-term goals?
Well, my short term goals is, little by little make a name for myself so people I can get more attraction and eating meat and, in life, I just want to produce a good name so, my kids can be taken care of. I'm taken care of, outside of the ring mentally and physically. And, I don't want no worries. I don't want to be like these fighters having issues with taxes and IRS and all that. And then long term goals, I want to be the top dog. Like when people were like, that kid was good from when he started to when he ended. You know, win, lose, or draw.
Yeah.
That kid was always good.
Yeah.
I just want to leave a legacy. Forget the money. Forget picking and choosing. Leaving a legacy is what earns more respect, and people love integrity and people love respect. And that's all it's about.
100%,
Absolutely.
bro.
Integrity, respect, and even being humble.
Mm-hmm.
All the integrity, respect, and humble. I mean, you look at guys like Michael Jordan. You look at guys. Well, what Kobe used to be, or what he became before he passed away. You look at who's the quarterback for
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback that ever walked the face of the earth. I mean,
That's right.
he's smiling, he's happy, he talks to people, he's personable. I know he's going through personal problems right now that had nothing to do with his people. He's got a lot of, he's just a very respectful individual. But so I understand exactly. I understand what you mean, man. This way, when you walk in, man, the presence is known, and it's like I've always told you since I've met you. When I first saw you and your brother, you guys are going to be you're going to be something someday. You both are, and it's happening right in front of our eyes. And we're going to continue to watch you, continue to follow you, chase you around wherever you try, wherever I can. As I'm getting older, so I can't run around too much, especially with my own deals I got to deal with. It says here, Jerry Salinas, I respect that, brother. Kids, family, and being great people. You are very well grounded and humble. Yeah, he is. He is a good man. Thank you, Jerry. She brought a lot today. Jesse in the U.S., 160 pounds. No other boxer has that A+ record. All wins by KO. Hard work beats talent every day of the week. Yes,
Every
sir.
day.
Absolutely right. We agree with you. That all being said, are there anything you want to share with your fans and with the people that are on board? We've got quite a bit on all three different formats.
Well, you guys will see. You guys will hear from me soon about my next fight, the venue, and where it's gonna be at. Just the fight tickets. I guess the tickets are gonna be sold soon in the next couple of days, or maybe next week. But just tell you, get your tickets. Don't miss out because it always sells out fast. and you don't want to be that guy that gets there that last second and has to buy tickets, and you're standing up most of the time because there's no seats. So please get your tickets as soon as you can. And I love and respect you guys, and you'll see me soon.
Right on, man. Well,
Exactly.
the whole House of Pain team down here on the south end is going to be there cheering you on. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you're there. You're our fan. You're our biggest fan here. You're our local celebrity. You're coming up. So we will. With the whole team, and all the kids are probably going to be there. So you're going to
Yeah.
have a lot of little kids over there just admiring you, which they do already. So it says
Yeah.
here, Don McGuire, you're 10-0, and that has defined you most in the ring, Raul. And then let's see, and that's it. That's it for all the I believe all the questions. Um, Omar, you have anything that you want to talk about or say before we close out?
No, man, I'm just excited for the future, bro. Like I said, I'll be there every step of the way, bro. I'll be there documenting your whole, the whole uprise,
Life,
bro.
journey.
Yeah, everything, really, man. I'll be there. I'm happy to be a part of it. I'm creating history with these photos, videos, because all these all these are gonna be played on like ESPN when they're like showing
Omar's
the.
gonna be on HBO 24/7
That's what I'm
status.
saying. I'm trying to bring that back, man. I want when they make that documentary on you, bro. I
We gotta
want
get
them to
we
use
gotta
my
get Leaf
footage.
Scriber. We gotta get Leaf Scriber to narrate it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that'd
Exactly,
be cool,
exactly.
huh? Lee Shriver. Yeah, that'd be
Ray
cool.
Donovan in the flesh.
He was there at the fights. Did you see him? He was there at Logan Paul's fights.
He was.
Yeah, I saw him in the
Oh,
corner. I
Wow.
was like,
that dude's
dang.
badass, man. Vincent Ashley Aguilar, much love and respect, Primo. So proud of you. 10-0. Keep it moving.
Love you guys. Love you guys.
Oh man. Well, you
Hell
know
yeah,
what?
man.
Before we close out, there's one fight coming up that I have to speak about. And everybody who knows me knows that I am a Gilberto Zurdro Ramirez fan. He's fighting Bivol next week. It's going to be at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I believe. So don't
Mm-hmm.
quote me on that, but it's going to be during the day. So everybody that wants to tune into that, he's going to bring it. He's going to bring it for Mexico, and even I'm going to say even for the U.S. It's for us. Bivol is a true champion. He beat our best in Canelo, but Canelo stepped up to be great. And don't always fall down that way. But now Bivol is going to be fighting somebody who's 3 inches taller than him.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to see how this works out here because you got a dog on a dog, and it's going to be amazing to see how this fight turns out. So, don't miss out on that. I'm sure we're going to be covering quite a bit of this on the show next week. But
Mm-hmm.
Raul, my man, thank you so much for spending time with us. I love shooting the bull with you, like always, whether it's in person or on the screen. But there's going to be more of this, man, more of this happening. And we will be there at your next fight right here. Oh,
Yeah.
my niece,
No
good
matter,
shot.
no matter where it's at. No matter where it's at.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to be there at this next fight, and we're going to take the whole gym.
All right. All right.
Mr. Jesse, tell me when you get your tickets, my man, and we will fill up some of those stands for you too.
There
Proud of
you
you.
go. There you go. Thank you.
Proud of
Thank
you,
you, dude.
Sam.
I'll be there, man.
Proud of you.
100%.
Keep going.
Thank you, guys.
Omar, you got a first row seat, even closer than a front row seat than we all
Omar's
have.
gonna
I
be in the
love it.
back chilling with me. He's gonna he's gonna wear one of those things that say media pass. He's gonna be in the back taking photos of me.
Hell
Yep,
yeah. I got to, man.
absolutely.
I don't want to miss that greatness, man. Gotta be
Yeah,
there.
dude. Yeah.
Wow, what a beautiful thing to be a part of, man. Well, listen up, you
It's
guys.
awesome.
Raul, you stay blessed, man.
Thank you.
Keep
Thank
it
you.
going, brother. Keep on giving us what we are looking for you. You already know that we know where you're headed. So
Yeah.
just keep that path. Enjoy your beautiful daughters, your family. Love that because that's all life is about, man. There ain't nothing else out there but boxing and family.
Yeah.
Family
Yeah.
and boxing. Let's see here. It says, Jerry Salinas. Okay, God bless you, Raul, and keep pushing to the top. Pulling for you, man. All
There you
right.
go. There you go. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, you're welcome. Well, anyway, that concludes our with Raul. We're going to come back probably in about 3 weeks, hopefully 3 to 4 weeks, and see that if you've already fought or are getting ready to fight, but I'd like to get you back on here and keep everybody freshened up
Okay,
about where
keep
you're
them
at.
posted. All right.
Absolutely. Does that sound good?
That sounds absolutely awesome to me. I'll do it.
All right, man.
Are you be in the
Omar?
gym tomorrow or what? Will you be there?
I'm gonna be in tomorrow, dog. I gotta start
I'll
that
see you.
training again. There
I'll
you
be in
go.
there with you. I'll be in there playing it all the angles, I'll be the coach. I'll be
There you
everything,
go,
dude.
dog. There you go.
All right then,
Well,
brother.
all right, my peeps. Well, Raul, everybody else, be blessed. And remember, boxing saves more lives than it'll ever take.
Hmm. There you go.
All right, guys. Boom.